So we have one more speaker on our list, Zach Forsberg with the Florida Wildlife Corridor Expedition, but he may or may not be here because, as you know, the Florida Wildlife Corridor Expedition is happening now, and most of the folks on that expedition are on the Apalachicola River. So it's possible that he is not here, and it looks like that is true. So he's enjoying this awesome weather on the Apalachicola River today.
So that's it for our speakers. I hope you all have enjoyed it. We've had speakers from all over the state. Let's give all the speakers one more big round of applause. And I don't think any of them are here, but we really enjoyed having the elected officials here too, so we'll give them another round of applause. And as Mill just said, I think he really summed it up perfectly, because we do need to keep strong, keep unified, and let our voice be heard. And we need to do it right now. Over there behind us in the Capitol when we go see our legislators. So Leaky's going to talk more about that. And thank you all again for coming and sticking around. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it was no accident that Ryan mentioned that, because over in by the tents, we actually have, for anybody, I know that many of you have already set up meetings to talk with your legislators, and so we encourage, thank you for doing that, first off. For anybody who hasn't, but who would like to go, we've got packets that we've broken out by regions, and so it's got talking points in there. We've got a list of senators and representatives from your regions with their office numbers. We've got a map of the Capitol. So for folks who want to take this day of rallying into a day of action and go and talk with legislators, we've got materials here for you. Just in a few minutes, head over towards the white tents. We're going to break up into, just so you know, the regions are Northeast Florida, Northwest Florida, we've got the Greater Tampa Bay area, Space and Treasure Coasts, Central Florida, and then of course Southwest Florida and Southeast Florida. So meet us over at the tents if you'd like to pick up some information and talk to your legislators, and thanks again for being here.
Thank you!
Can I make a quick announcement?
I'd just like to say, clean water's one thing, okay? But nobody's mentioned clean air. And what I saw here in Tallahassee on Sunday was just outrageous. Chemtrails. I'm talking about chemtrails. Anybody know about chemtrails? Okay, this is an important issue, as important, if not more important, than clean water. And all those activists that represent for clean water, I think ought to think about the air we're breathing and look up some information about chemtrails and talk about that subject. Thank you.
Work on some of our communications.
You know who owns these flags?
What's that?
You know who owns these flags?
No, I don't actually know.
I don't know, I'm just trying to get inside.
Hi, I'm William from DJ Prophet interviewing on YouTube. Who am I speaking with?
I am Alexis Horn. I run the Florida Panther campaign for the Sierra Club.
Oh, great. Okay. And Alexis, could you tell me, do you know anything about what chemtrails are?
Chemtrails?
Mm-hmm.
No, I do not.
No, they're the every once in a while you'll see the sky whited out with these long lines.
Is that from the jets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
The jets. Do you know what kind of jets they are?
Boeings.
Unmarked, most of them. Unmarked.
Interesting.
And they don't have a flight recorder on either, where they can be picked up, detected through somebody, you know, that has an app on their phone. And yeah, they're. So you don't have any awareness of that term?
Nope.
Chemtrails?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Well, Alexis, I hope you look it up.
I will.
You know, look up it on YouTube and find out what's going on with the skies, you know.
Absolutely.
As well as it's falling out into the water and soils and you know, the stuff that's in the chemicals that they're dropping.
That is extremely disturbing.
It's aluminum, barium, and strontium are three of the main components.
Oh my goodness.
And especially aluminum.
That's horrible. That absolutely devastates waterways and throws off the ecological balance of everything.
And and chemtrail activists, they call the EPA, and the EPA, oh, we don't know anything about that, or we don't test for that.
Oh, well.
So it's
that's horrible.
Corruption's running deep there.
Yeah, yeah. I'm definitely going to look that up.
That'd be wonderful. So nice to talk with you.
Wonderful to speak with you as well.
Yeah, or you can maybe check out this interview on DJ Prophet Interview.
Okay,
on the YouTube channel.
I will do that.
All right, wonderful.
Thank you.
Beautiful speaker.
Thank you. Good luck.
Okay, DJ Prophet Interview and the YouTube channel, DJ Prophet Interview. Who am I speaking to?
My name's John Heim.
Hi, John.
I'm the 2014 River Champion.
River Champion?
Of the Great American Rivers organization based out of Washington, D.C.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm asking people, you know, that they're concerned about water and air. You're concerned about water and air, or just water?
Well, obviously I live on a coastal community and I focus mainly on water. You know, looking to make it better for future generations. I realize what we're up against, nothing's going to be fixed in my lifetime, so I'm trying to change it for my daughter and her daughter's lifetime.
Okay, are you familiar with any atrocities going on in the air?
Chemtrails.
Indeed, so you're familiar with that too?
Since the 40s.
So what are your opinions on that?
On chemtrails?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a nightmare. It seems to be every day, early in the morning, they're doing biological warfare, basically in the sky, and testing without our knowledge. And they think that we're dumbed down enough to think that it's not happening when we know now that it actually is. They aren't clouds, they are chemtrails.
Are you aware of the components, what's in some of the stuff they're dropping?
I don't specifically. It's kind of like fracking, they won't tell us.
Well, it's been measured by a fellow named Dane Wigington, who's a chemtrail activist in the northwest of the United States, Dane Wigington, and he's measured samples in the Shasta area, where they measured the air samples and water samples, and they have high amounts of aluminum.
Pay attention.
So that we don't have 20 different people knocking on the same legislator's door. So travel together.
People first in just sort of random order basis.
Second priority for you. If they're not
Clean water and clean air. Are you familiar with chemtrails?
No, but I want to learn a little bit about it.
Okay.
These two that we have appointments with.
What is it?
Chemicals, they're being sprayed out jets, and it's a UN program. It's being run under the guise of UN, the United Nations, because it's going on all around the world, in England, Germany, Australia, you name it. There's a lot of places they're dropping chemtrails, and they consist of aluminum, barium, and strontium, to name a few, and nanoparticles of these metals and barium salts, which are designed to well, there's speculation on what the aluminum, barium and strontium are doing to our bodies, but there's a huge increase in Alzheimer's
from the strontium?
From the aluminum. It's the aluminum crosses the blood-brain barrier and causes like situations where people the cognitive functioning, Alzheimer's is severely impaired. So the barium salts, they take the place of calcium, and they calcify the pineal gland, and that's you know, it's a nefarious operation. It's done under the guise of actually there's no oversight of any of this, and the EPA won't touch it. It's done with military jets, and there's a lot of people that are in the know that are speaking out, but there's not enough people in the public that know about these things. So
Smart about this.
I had heard about that a long time ago. You know,
it's really
so we have to kill off the population of the world.
Yeah. It's the Georgia
Slowly.
guidelines don't say, you know, they want to reduce the population to 500 million, and chemtrails is part of the world program to create really havoc in the human condition. You know, it's really. I've smelt these things. I know what they can do. They do to my brain because I've been a chemtrail activist for a while and I've been targeted, sort of thing. Targeted, and it works in combination with HARP and electromagnetic frequencies.
Oh, that HARP thing with the
HARP is and just all these cell phone towers and stuff with these microwave installations. If you've got a triangle of those around your house, they can triangulate you and target you as an individual and bombard you with EMF, basically.
My friend was a tower years ago, back in the 80s. He was a repairman, and he's got a tumor on his brain from being so close to these machines.
Yeah, right.
You know, the microwaves or whatever they call them. You know?
So there is a component of that, and the aluminum is a metal, and it's a nanoparticle. It's got reduced to a nanoparticle, and that
gets into your bloodstream. And
it gets into your brain. Yeah, and the Alzheimer's rate is like shot through the roof. You know.
My father had the Alzheimer's.
Right.
You know. And they were saying you get it from aluminum, eating out of aluminum pots and aluminum pans, maybe during the war or something.
But there's another sinister side to this about aluminum being one of the components, and that is Monsanto are growing crops now with genetically resistant seeds, resistant to aluminum.
GMOs.
But they're resistant to aluminum, so they can grow in aluminum-rich soils, whereas normal seeds can't. And are you familiar with Agenda 21?
No.
No? Agenda 21 is a program that's designed to... See, that's why I'm a bit skeptical about buying land, because Agenda 21 is about that. You know, it's like putting people into cities and getting people off the land and controlling people through food, air, and water. And no, I didn't hear any mention of fluoride here. Why didn't?
Oh, fluoride in water?
Fluoride in water.
I get the glacier water, which takes the fluoride and the chlorine out.
There's no, great.
You know, it's the kind of water I drink.
Oh, you out of the
glacier water machines.
Oh, great. That's what I get.
That's what I drink.
I think it takes most of it out, but does it take all of it out?
I don't know, but I know about the fluoride. Like some communities don't want the fluoride in their water, and they just say it helps the teeth of the children, you know, growing up with fluoride.
Yeah.
But
do you believe that to be true?
Well, it's probably true, but it might be a negative effect would be it might affect you other ways. The fluoride, you know, brittle bones or something.
Well, are you aware that it's in rat poison?
Fluoride?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a key component of rat poison.
Well, I better get on and hang out.
It's very nice to talk with you. Who am I speaking with again?
Jim Murphy.
Jim Murphy. Nice to meet you, Jim.
Nice to talk to you.
Have you got an email address or somewhere I can send this interview to you?
I don't have an email address. I just have a regular address.
Facebook ID or?
No, I don't have a computer.
Oh, okay.
I think computers can they can put subliminal suggestion, where they can't do it on TV, at least in this country, but subliminally suggestion.
Oh, well, I was going to send you an electronic
Plus, I lived out in the wilds for so long.
Okay.
Houseboats, sailboats, tents, RVs.
Oh, you've probably seen chemtrails in the sky in Sarasota, huh?
I have seen chemtrails, and I thought it was more or less to like protect us from the sun.
Yeah.
Block the sun out.
That's
from
another
the radiation.
Myth, I think.
Thank you very much for your information.
Thank you so much.
Enjoy the day.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Hi.
Who are you?
All right.
Are you from the Oceanographic?
No, I'm not, but I definitely am.
Is that guy from, you know who that guy is from the Caloosahatchee River workers or protectors or whatever?
No, I'm not.
Because I thought I was reading in the paper that that the Caloosahatchee River is suffering from a lack of flow. But I think that might be because the water is so polluted that they don't want to send it down the Caloosahatchee River. You know, because the Caloosahatchee River is probably pretty well protected from polluted water, but which means it doesn't get any water, which changes the ecology of the Caloosahatchee River from a lack of water too, right?
Well, I don't know the guy you're talking about that's an expert on the Caloosahatchee, but I know there is one guy up there that was, but
there was a guy from the
that's Brian Lee right there, look. guy in a brown jacket is Brian.
There was a guy from Stewart, right? They get the water.
Stewart,
They get the water from the Lake Okeechobee too.
Chemtrails.
Excess water.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's terrible. Did you see all Sunday?
The guy with the bag of slime,
They
right?
sprayed here all Sunday. It was like
It's everywhere. Like my son is traveling.
You're from Fort Myers, right?
No, Naples. I live in Naples.
Yeah, right. But what's the deal on the Caloosahatchee River? I heard in the paper.
Are you concerned about chemtrails, sir?
What?
Are you concerned about chemtrails? I mentioned chemtrails. The stuff they're dropping out of planes in the sky. Every once in a while you'll see these long lines in the sky. And then the just on Sunday here in Tallahassee. You live in Tallahassee?
That they would dump into the Caloosahatchee River.
Well, I don't know how they are in your neighborhood. Yeah, well then it's not waste, it's deliberate. Brian!
Well, the cruise ships do the same thing.
Well, it's not waste. Brian, I want to introduce you to a guy named Jay.
Hi, how are you?
Tampa.
We'll meet you too. You busy with petitions? Yeah, we're, I got one here.
How come you didn't speak?
They didn't ask. It's to bring back the old program.
I love it.
Because of drought conditions.
So, who am I here with that is knowledgeable from Naples about chemtrails? Would like to say something on record? No? But you're concerned about them, are you?
Yes, I am.
And you know what's in them?
Oh, yes, I do. From what I've learned, it's basically to make us stupid and not populate.
Yeah, that's right.
So they can have control over us, the government.
The aluminum and the barium and the Strontium 90. Do you know anything about Monsanto and the aluminum resistant seeds they are developing?
Not aluminum resistant. I know a little bit about the Monsanto thing, though.
Okay. Was Monsanto developing aluminum resistant seeds, and this has a connection, I think, with the chemtrails, because chemtrails is a worldwide program. It's like under the UN guise or something nefarious. And, have you ever heard of Agenda 21?
Briefly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm a bit suspicious about this whole thing here, buying the land and stuff, because that's what is stipulated in Agenda 21. So I'm not really, I'm here observing.
Right.
You know, whether is that the right policy or not? You know, I mean, what is buying the land is that going to solve anything? You know, when it comes down to the bigger issues.
Right.
Can I ask who I'm talking to?
My name is Heidi.
Heidi.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I'm William.
What is this going to do anyway? Is this?
I'll go on probably YouTube or something.
Oh yeah.
I'm just taking a few interviews. Brian Lee's over there, and my friend Jay's from Tampa. So. Well, thanks for talking with me.
Okay, thank you.
Great. All right.
Oh, nice to meet you.
William.
Okay, William.
If you want to, like.
Is this just did a video record?
Let's see. Let's get this on record here. This is DJ Profit Interview with a DJ Profit Interview channel on YouTube, and I'm a chemtrail activist. Are you aware of chemtrails?
No.
No.
I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I just moved to the state of Florida 2 years ago.
Pennsylvania, okay.
Yes, which is in regards from fracking and natural gas and pipelines.
Wonderful. Well,
I'm here I do not want fracking to come to the state of Florida.
I'm definitely an anti-fracker. That's for sure. But,
yes, that's what I believe in.
I'm totally with you on board about that. You know, I saw the Gasland movie, and Pennsylvania was one of those areas where he was researching.
The people are losing their properties on a frequent basis because of their properties are being contaminated with the water that they're using for fracking. Also, with the pipeline, people are losing their domains, their property domain, because of the pipelines going through their property, and we're trying to do whatever we can to stop it. I don't want to see it happen in Florida, but it's going to happen. It happened down at the Everglades, and they're coming back again. I do not want this to continue.
I would love
Thank you very much.
Could you tell me your name?
My name is John.
John?
Favera.
John Favera?
Yeah, Favera. Yeah.
Nice to meet you, John.
Yeah, there you go, buddy.
Thank you.
All right.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Take care, guys.